Guys, welcome back to the channel. Thank you guys for tuning in on today's video. Yeah, so we got the daily in the shop right now, and what you guys just saw is we pulled our turbo and then got our high pressure oil pump out of there, and we did that for a very specific reason. Yeah, I got some depressing news about the daily, so let's go over that. So in the beginning of this video, you guys heard I posted a video in there, what sounded like, basically, that was the daily. You would rev it up, and then on the rev down, it almost sounded like a dead hole. We just had a straight up dead hole and no compression in one cylinder randomly, right? Well, I've been fighting an issue where number 7, hole number 7 will just, all of a sudden, I'll go wide open throttle on the truck, and then after that, it'll start to misfire on cylinder 7. And so, it threw a contribution balance code, so last weekend, I threw an injector in number 7, drove the truck, still had the exact same issue, which is where you hear that video in the beginning of this video. So I had some sneaky suspicions as to what that could be. You could also hear like a slight tick or like a rattling noise. It almost sounded like a bolt was loose and just sitting there rattling and clanging around. And so we tore apart the truck because I had a sneaky suspicion. I knew what it was. I knew it was in the valve train. I had either it was going to be a valve, broken rocker arm, broken valve spring, push rod, or a lifter. And so, being that it only happens, it's not consistent. It's consistent in the way that it happens. It only happens after a wide open throttle run or after revving it up and letting it rev down. That's the only time it happens. Every other time, it's completely fine. If I drive this thing like normal, it doesn't make any weird noises, doesn't do anything weird. It's only after high RPMs that it makes the weird noise and has like no compression on the cylinder. So what you can do is you can actually pull your high pressure pump off, and you can see the back 2 cylinders, cylinder 8 and cylinder 7, and you can inspect the lifters and the top of the camshaft and stuff. And so what we did was we got that out of there. And so we can see intake and exhaust on cylinder 7 and intake and exhaust on cylinder 8, and inspect those lifters and inspect the camshaft for those cylinders. So let's crawl up in there and I'll show you guys what we found. So you can see in here that very back one is cylinder 8, then the next one is cylinder 7, the next one's cylinder 8, and then our very front one here is cylinder 7. And so if you guys can hopefully see that R1 cylinder 7. I'm not sure if that's intake or exhaust, but it is trashed. It is, yeah. We have a failed lifter that is grinding into our camshaft. Like I said, I'm not 100% sure if that's exhaust or intake, but yeah, not good. I can't tell if that other one is grinding into it a little bit too. But yeah, so not good. So basically, what does this actually mean? That means the engine's got to come out. We got to replace the camshaft. We're going to have to pull the heads off in order to do the lifters. Fortunately, we caught this before we had a catastrophic failure. And usually what happens is the lifter actually fails completely, and then the needle bearings come out of it, go down into your oil pan, they get sucked up, and they destroy your front cover. Well, the truck still runs. We don't have any issues like that. So I think the lifter itself is still is still together. If you guys remember, we did an oil pan on this thing not too long ago, oil pan seal, I should say, and we didn't find any needle bearings or anything like that in the oil pan. So I think we caught it soon enough to before we created too many issues or catastrophic failures. So yeah, this sucks. This is not good news, but it's definitely going to produce a lot of content. I'm excited to show you guys once we get this thing all tore apart. Like I said, engine's got to come out, head's got to come off. The truck was already studded, so I don't know. We might do some cool stuff now. Sometimes you win on these trucks, sometimes you lose. I only paid $3 grand for the truck, and then I threw a bunch of money into it for looks, and we took care of some engine stuff. But a lifter failure is like one of the worst things that could happen to these trucks, besides like a stuck open injector that washes out a cylinder or something like that. But yeah, I'm glad we caught it before it went catastrophic. We got to pull the engine out. That's going to be the next step. That's going to put a lot of other things on the back burner because we got to get this truck up and going. This is my personal daily driven truck. So yeah, we got to get this thing up and going. So, yeah. Oh well, what do you do? But anyway, guys, thank you for tuning in on today's video. Hopefully this was a little bit informative and educational for you guys. Unfortunate news for me, but good news for the channel, because we're going to be able to create a lot of content with this truck here, you know, pulling the engine out and checking out the camshaft, the lifters, and everything like that. So yeah, that's going to be the next step for the videos to come. Thank you guys for tuning in on today's video. Like, subscribe, leave a comment down below. Hook up on the Patreon. Check out the website. You guys know what to do. Appreciate it. We'll catch you in the next video.